Hi, I'm Chad Pitts of the Iowa Golf Association. George Turner is a member of our board of directors and was inducted into the Iowa Golf Hall of Fame in 2007. Occasionally George stops by the office and tells us golf stories from back in his heyday, the 50s, 60s, 70s, that era. We thought it'd be fun to tape some of that and put little short videos on the web. I hope you enjoy. But back in your heyday, who's the best player you think you saw, really? Amateur golfer in Iowa?
Well, a guy that was like Gene Elliott and I like Mike McCoy, who both have been professionals and gotten their amateur standing back. There was a guy named John Jacobs who was from Cedar Rapids. He ended up in Cedar Rapids working for the Amana Corporation. But John was a master shot maker, and this was in the day of the old Bolata ball, which you could curve it and do this, and John could get a ball around a golf course about as good as anybody I ever saw. And he was a joy to watch, a joy to play with, and had the ability and the game to, he was not just a good driver. He was a good iron player, he was a good putter, he was a good short game player. He had a complete game.
You know, would you say Jacobs was the best ball striker out of everybody?
Yeah, I really believe that.
Who could hit it the farthest?
Probably Jacobs when he wanted it to, and Rule was very long.
He hit it long.
There was a guy named Ivan Miller who was
from Eldora, right?
Well, he grew up in Grundy Center.
Okay.
He lives now in Eldora. He's an art teacher in the school system, and Ivan hit it a long ways.
What about putter? Anybody who was just, dynamite on the greens?
Bob Leahy was
a
great putter and a great short putter and a great short game guy. Bob never hit it very far, never hit it long, but he was down the middle, down the middle, down the middle.
Last question about some individual players. Was there anybody, and I haven't asked you this before, but was there anybody that just had a really funky swing, but they made it work?
When I was playing, and you were watching people play, and you saw a group coming down a fairway, and you watched 4 people hit a shot to a green, you could almost name who they were by their swing.
Right.
Nowadays, there are so many that, like you watch the Pro Tour, and so many people look identical. I mean, they analyze them and go into the little small subtle things that they do, but the basic swing.
They're not the homemade swings like they were back in.
Ivan Miller had a very unique swing. Bob Leahy had a short, pick it up quick.
He still has a great swing.
Yeah.
Seeing him play, it's still just smooth.
I'm trying to think any real, well, Tom Chapman, who was in our Hall of Fame, was 6'3", 6'4", was a basketball player.
Right, yeah.
He had a very, very distinct upright, very narrow stance and almost a straight upright swing. You could pick him out. You see him hitting from 100, 150 yards away, and you knew who it was. And also, you could, because everybody walked, you could distinguish the way they walked. And it was like the old Pro Tour.